Texas Senator Ted Cruz is a Republican and our guest tonight. Senator, good to see you. What's it like to be the most hated man in America?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show. Congratulations. Holy moly. Number
so
170 countries. Oh, my goodness.
Yes,
You're having a good day today.
I am, besides the fact that I'm catching pneumonia in your studio right now.
It's very cold, but you have to wear clothes when you come on here. That's how you make it warmer.
I asked if I could bring a blanket, and they looked at me like I was crazy, but I was ready to sit there
Probably
and
get you a blanket
do the interview.
cozy up.
Next, news, entertainment, etc. Tonight with Jonathan D. Sangster.
It is Sunday. That means that it is time for Next with Jonathan D. Sangster. I'm Taylor, your producer, and just a reminder to everyone, anything I say does not represent the opinion of my employer, my employees, my coworkers, Liz, anyone else on Vigilant Liberty Radio, anyone else out there on the interwebs, my mom, my dad, my sisters, the imaginary girlfriend I don't have,
your dust bunnies. You forgot your dust bunnies.
my cat, my dust bunnies. I think we've covered everything, right?
I think so. Welcome y'all tonight. Jonathan Sangster. For those of you listening, we were supposed to have Katrina Jorgensen with us, but she got stuck at work. For those of you who don't know Katrina, she works with the Syrian American Medical Society, and she was supposed to be on joining us to talk about the Ukraine, and I was hoping to get her to talk some about what she does with Syrian American Medical Society, but she got stuck on a business call and doesn't look like she'll be able to join us tonight.
You can try it anyway. We'll try her anyway at some point.
Yes. Hopefully she can get in. But, yep. So, we'll put off what we were going to talk about her just in case we do get her join in. I don't know about there, but the big talk here is nothing but football.
Some teams
I'm kind of done
Super
with it.
Bowl.
Yes. The one thing I really wanted to touch on it was everyone's been giving Seahawks defense player, cornerback, Richard Sherman, a lot of crap for stuff he supposedly did after the game with the 49ers in the championship game last week.
Well, it's not what he supposedly did. He's on video calling out Michael Crabtree.
Yes, but it's what led up to it. That's the thing. ESPN released the tape. He had a mic on, and what Crabtree and him actually said. His comment to Crabtree was that it was a hell of a game, and Crabtree went up in his face and was yelling at him. And so when Sherman was asked about how he felt about it, he went off a little bit. Whenever everyone's talking about, well, previously he'd gotten into Brady's face, the quarterback for the Patriots. Well, before that game, Brady had challenged Sherman and the other defensive players on the Seahawks to come find him after the Patriots won. So Sherman went and found him after the Seahawks won.
Yeah, I really think that that he got and again, this is why you don't rush to judgment on stuff. Now, obviously, a part of this is slightly his fault because he did go off on Michael Crabtree. But you know something? I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I think he got a bad deal. I think what you have to do is you have to look at his history, and you realize just how good of a guy he is.
Oh, yeah, that's what I can talk about.
It's not like he broke any laws.
Yes. I just posted a link in the chat. Whether it shows up or not, I don't know. It doesn't look like it is going to. But it's from BuzzFeed. They have a list of all the stuff about Sherman. The guy is already still on his rookie contract. So for a football player, he doesn't make that much money, but he's already one of the most charitable players in the NFL. He One of
rookie
his
contracts are pretty nice, but yeah.
Yeah, for a football country, anyways. But he's already donates more than most of the football players. And one of his examples was he organized a benefit attended by 7,500 people to help build a home for an injured soldier. This is the kind of stuff this guy does. He started the Richard Sherman Family Foundation, which provides kids with school supplies, clothes, blankets, books, board games, if their families are homeless. He also helps out children that are in the hospital. This is the guy that everyone's talking crap about. He's also a nerd. He's big into Transformers. His favorite movie is Space Jam. And he's so good at Halo that he was a guest of honor at the Halo 4 release. He earned his way in. He wasn't just because he was a football player, but he played his way into the Halo 4 release.
And don't forget, 3.9 GPA at Stanford.
Yeah, he graduated high school with a 4.2. So he wasn't just there for his sports ability, but yeah. And he's talked to, one example is he went back to his former high school and, asked who wants to be in the NFL to the high school football team. And of course they all wanted to. And then he asked them, how long does the average NFL career last? They guessed, and he told them 3.5 years. So what are you going to prepare for? 3.5 years or the rest of your life?
Yeah, I mean, this is... yeah.
This is a guy, he's getting a bad rap, but he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, and again, like I said, a part of it is his fault because he did go off, and you could tell that that Aaron Andrews was like, oh boy, even though they hugged before the interview, so obviously she wasn't expecting that, but at the same time, you have to look at the entire tape.
Yeah. One thing I thought was funny is, he dresses up for Halloween. Okay, take a guess at what he dressed up for Halloween in 2013.
I will say Optimus Prime.
A penguin.
Oh.
He dressed up as a penguin. Like, the guy's total goof. But yeah, I was gonna say it, and then that's what it says. He's a goofball. I mean, he dances with the cheerleaders when he makes an interception. He's air guitaring during practice. He's got a picture of himself that he put on Twitter staging a samurai sword fight with his brother. He has he made his own jersey out of Gushers. I mean, this guy is... After looking into this stuff about him, I'm like becoming a fan of him just because he's funny. And I mean, it's not like he was privileged. His dad's a garbage man for LA. He's worked there for 30 years, and his mom works for the California Children's Services.
Yeah, the guy is a good dude.
Yeah. So I kind of went, especially here, he's getting a lot of hate because in Denver, all the the people are suddenly Bronco fans and need to prove that they're fans because they didn't cheer for them last year when they weren't doing well. They suddenly are especially big on attacking him since he's got this bad rap going on.
Well, and here's the thing, is that anybody who had him on his team, who had them on their team, would love him.
Yes. He's the guy you want on your team. He's the guy you want working with your charity. From the look of it, he's the guy you want to hang out with because hey, let's have a random samurai sword fight. I'm in. I don't know about you, but I'm in. I have one. I can play this.
Yep.
He looks.
I'm all for that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I felt like I needed to rant on that a little bit just because I've heard so much about how he's, all this crap aimed at him. I'm like, dude, it's actually kind of awesome. But yeah, so that's my spiel on Sherman. Another person putting up some controversy. No surprise here, Sheriff Joe Arapio. Or Arapio. I never can say his name right because I live in Arapahoe County, so it just automatically comes that way. But yeah, I don't know if you heard about this or not, but he, at the beginning of the year, had put U.S. flags in all the jail cells in the Maricopa County, Arizona.
Right.
Well, 38 inmates were caught desecrating the flags. So he put them on a bread and water diet for 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
In his statement, he said, "These inmates have destroyed the American flag that was placed in their cells, tearing them, writing them, stepping on them, throwing them in the toilet, trash, or wherever they fill." And then they did that, so here's this, they get punished for that. And if they do it again, they get 10 days. If they do it a third time, 14 days. It's like, yeah, but of course, it's Sheriff Joe, so anything he does is wrong. I don't know. To me, I'm like, this is good. Okay, it was questionable. I mean, I guess the other thing he started doing was in the mornings they play the Star Spangled Banner, and at night they play God Bless America. So he's like throwing patriotism in these guys, in the prisoners' face. And some of them didn't appreciate it, and so he's didn't appreciate their lack of appreciation.
I have, my issue with Arpaio, as somebody who used to live in Maricopa County, was really that he had been there too long. That was kind of my issue. Eventually, I just said, he's been there too long. It's time to get some new blood in there, and and you could ask questions about, okay, did he actually, the ethics questions that there were, his attempt to be kind of a kingmaker from time to time. I eventually just said, it's time to find something new. Now he'll never be. I won't say never because
things happen.
Yeah, because things happen. But I doubt he will ever be voted out of office.
No, I don't think so either. As long as he wants to be it, he'll do it. And when I lived there and I worked with people that worked with him, a lot of them pretty much, they didn't like him, but they liked his results. Mm-hmm. I mean, their Christmas bonus one year, he made a big deal to the press about how everyone that worked for him was going to get a Christmas bonus. Their Christmas bonus was a Christmas card that he signed. I mean, the guy's not exactly, the person you invite over for dinner because you like him. But if you want a sheriff that's going to do the job, dude does it.
Yeah.
I mean, he pisses off the national government, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No, but at the same time, I think you also have to sit there and say, okay, let's see what else is done there, because I think that sheriffs do end up doing what they set their own budgets, they do law enforcement, they decide what their policy is going to be when it comes to law enforcement. So, I mean, it's not just a it's not just a law enforcement job. There's some political
No, it's not
involved.
Yeah. Which he doesn't do very well, but yeah, he doesn't do the political side very well, but he keeps getting the job done, so people keep voting for him.
I know some people who would argue that he does an excellent job at the political side. He just it's just political stuff that they don't agree with.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yes, because this is how it's going to be. Deal. Pretty much.
So, is there an award show going on tonight?
The Grammys are on tonight.
The what?
Grammys. Music awards. It's like the Oscars of music, or something like that.
They still do that?
Yes. Just go on Facebook. It's everywhere. All the people complaining about people. They're too bit. They're watching it so they can complain about the artists
You
that
realize
they.
I'm trying to raise a point, right?
Yeah.
I just don't care about the Grammys.
Well, you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out, okay, is there really